Listen, I was standing by the legislator a couple of days ago, and I see a bunch of commissionaires coming out from the ledge. You're in charge. You are again. Your people don't know you. You're the minister, Bill Fraser.
I'm your friend.
Yeah, you're Bill Fraser.
Yes.
And I hear the commissionaire were the legislator. So are you forcing them to parler le français? Do you know anything about this?
Well, these commissionaires that work at the legislature, Charlie.
Yeah, but there was a whole bunch that came from outside the ledge. Are you forcing them to speak le français, or?
Why would I be forcing them to do that?
Well, Catherine Dantement said everybody has to be bilingual. No, it's true. They got to be le français. They can't be a commissionaire if they can't speak le français. Is that true?
No, not at all.
Well, that's what she said. She's the boss. You're only the minister. You're only there for a short time. The commissionaire stays there for 7 years.
You know, the commissionaires provide a great service, and since I've been elected in 2006, I've met many of them, and they're wonderful people. They provide a very professional and a very courteous service to people that are coming to the government buildings.
Good patience.
I have a great deal of respect for all the commissionaires.
Yeah, but the language commissioner said the law is the law. They have to be bilingual.
Well, no, I don't think there's any law, Charlie. I think we have to have common sense, right? And we're in a bilingual province, and people need to be served in their language of choice, right? That doesn't mean that everybody has to be bilingual. That means that people have to be served in the language of their choice. And if somebody comes looking for service and a commissionaire can't speak English or can't speak French, they should be able to provide that service by getting somebody else who can.
That's what they do at the hospital, right?
Well, I'm not sure what happens.
Yeah, that's what they do at the hospital. Have a sign if you want to be service en français.
I'm not sure what the policy is at the hospital, but I know the Commissionaire Corps fall under the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure under my responsibility. And, I've talked to many of the commissionaires, and in fact, I did have some meetings with them recently to thank them for their service and tell them how much I appreciate
oh, really?
the work that they do.
So did they get them the walking papers after because they couldn't speak le français?
Charlie, I don't know where you're getting all that from.
No, but I mean, if a person is a commissionaire and wants to apply to be a commissionaire, he's from Charlotte County, he can't speak le français. He can't apply to be a commissionaire, right?
Well, that's not the case.
But the law is the law. That's what Catherine, the language commissioner, said.
But there's no law, Charlie.
I thought this was a bilingual province.
Well, yes, we're a bilingual province, and we have to provide bilingual service. And we should provide bilingual service. I'm proud of the fact that we're a bilingual province. It has a lot of tremendous benefits to our province to be an officially bilingual province.
But look what happened to Wayne Grant. Then at the end, okay, no problem, he left. But, people are a little bit upset that you have to be bilingual. Or the paramedics, same thing. But we're going to a different issue. But a commissioner, you don't have to be bilingual. That's what you're telling me?
Absolutely not. You have to be able to provide active offer of service. So that if somebody comes and they speak one language or the other, you have to treat people obviously very courteously and professionally, which is exactly what the commissionaires have been doing for decades.
So nothing's going to change. They don't have to be bilingual.
Absolutely not under my watch.
So it don't matter what the language commissioner says under your watch. They're not going to be forced to be bilingual. Well,
look, Charlie, the commissionaires work under contract of the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure, and their contract simply states that they have to provide bilingual service, right?
Somebody in the room.
That's by providing a service through an active offer.
Yeah, or the phone or whatever.
Absolutely, it's not complicated. It's common sense.
So your door is open.
And I think common sense has to prevail here, and it will.
So your door is open for somebody that can't speak French. He or she could apply to be a commissionaire, no problem.
Well, they don't directly work for me. They work for the Commissionaire Corps.
Yeah.
We have a contract with the Commissionaire Corps.
Did you tell them that?
Absolutely, I did.
You said they don't have to be bilingual.
I said we have to provide bilingual service.
But the commissionaire doesn't have to be bilingual, the individual.
No, we have to be able to provide that service. Doesn't mean everybody has to be bilingual.
So the commissionaire, the language commissioner, what she said, it's not going to happen.
Well, I'm not sure what she said.
She said that every commissioner should be bilingual.
Well,
She's pretty pushing.
I can't comment on that.
No.
I don't know what she said.
But under your watch, they don't have to.
Well, all I can tell you, Charlie, is I have a great deal of respect for the Commissionaires, and many of them are retired veterans. And,
Yes, of course.
They've worked very hard for our country and for our province.
Yeah.
And, I was very pleased to be able to sit down with them and thank them, actually, and thank them for their service. And
So you had a gathering there at the legislature? At the legislature?
Well, I want to thank them for their service and
Good.
tell them how much I appreciate their professionalism and how courteous they are to people, and they work extremely hard.
Yes, they do. They have to deal with people like me.
Well, I won't argue that. You're right.